Hey, what's up you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, and I'm going to give some basic tips for playing blues on the acoustic guitar. Almost anything you can do with blues on electric, you can do on acoustic, but there's certain things that are fun to emphasize specifically on the acoustic, emphasizing the low notes for kind of a drone sound, and also the shimmery open strings. So I'm going to show you a bunch of concepts right now, and I hope you dig it. I actually have a whole acoustic blues course at martymusic.com and some other free stuff that you can check out in the link below, like the Ultimate Guitar Guide, which got chords and scales, triads, arpeggios in it. So go check out the links below. Thanks for your continued support. Here we go. All right, so there's some specific tips here for playing blues on the acoustic. Now, to start with, we're going to do the key of E because we love that low E string, right? First off, you can just play your classic 12-bar blues in the key of E with an acoustic guitar, and it's going to sound really cool and great. You know, any kind of form, so that's the one chord. So the 4 chord, the A, is the open A string, and that 2nd fret D. B7. A7, either that or this. So nothing I did there would be any different than if I was showing you a 12-bar blues on an electric. And I have tons of just how to play the 12-bar blues. So that's why I didn't go in depth or step by step on that stuff. So nothing about that would really be different on acoustic or electric. But with the acoustic, we want to emphasize, or at least just one tip, would be emphasizing our open strings. So that's using that open E blues scale, and you've got that slide from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret. But getting that high E and B in there with that. That, you know, really adds a lot of that acoustic character, the open strings ringing out. You can do that on electric as well. Another one, kind of a Clapton acoustic blues vibe, would be that same 2 to 4 on the G string, but also adding that B string a half step below it. So a lot of variations there, different turnarounds. One is the classic 4th fret G, 3rd fret B, open high E, half step down, back up to the B7. The other version, that half step down, another half step down, to the E chord, and that kind of turnaround. But those are great in the licks too. Okay, so something that really works great with the acoustic blues, and it's the first popular video I ever had on YouTube, not even on my own channel, 17 years ago. Wow, 17 years ago. See all the gray in the beard there? 17 years ago. I was just a wee lad, but it's the land of A7. So that would be for your 4 chord. There's also a land of E7, and they can be interspersed, inserted instead of an A7 chord, or instead of that, you have this other option, the land of A7. So you play the A7 chord with your middle finger on the second of the D and your third finger on the second of the B. And the middle finger is going to go up a whole step. And index finger is going to go 3rd fret B string. Then you go to the A7 shape again and move the middle finger up a half step, 3rd finger on the 5th fret B string. Up a whole step. So let's just start with that. Watch what happens. I'm going to play the E, regular E blues boogie riff, and then instead of doing that for the A, I'm going to now play that little piece of the land of A7. Here we go. Check it out. So I just did that little piece I showed you earlier as the turnaround. So what I did as I evolved that was I did the land of E7. And so you've got an E major chord, but take your 3rd finger off. But you could use your 3rd finger there and index finger there. If you wanted, there's variations, but I think that one works really well. So 3rd finger on the 2nd fret A string and middle finger on the 1st fret G. Then slide that 3rd finger up to the 4th fret A string and grab the 2nd fret G with your index like this. Then use that first shape again where the A string is the 5th fret and you've got the 4th fret G. All the open strings work. So another tip is to do some finger picking. And this is a real fun little vibe you can do, is think of the E blues scale. You got the blues note on that 3rd fret G string. Leading tone, passing tone. So one thing you can do is play your licks with your middle finger, but then pinch that open high E with everything. So just how I'm doing that with that open high E, and I also did 3 to 5 on that B string. Like that. Well, what you can also do is mess around with those same licks, but also the 3rd fret high E. All of that, but now use the open, thickest E string. And so what's going on there is I'm playing licks with the open E, and I'm not even doing, to start with, you don't even have to do a specific pattern. You can just hit it with your licks. Exact same licks there, but then the open A. Back to E. And then get that 2nd fret A string for the B7, but play the same licks. And I'm just doing that same turnaround from earlier. was just experimenting there, trying to keep it pretty simple. I'm not a crazy fingerstyle player, if you couldn't tell, but that's a great starting point, is getting that E and playing just the one. If you're just starting out, you could just do the 3rd fret and open of the high E with all 3. Try some of those things out, see what happens. All right, hope you guys dug the acoustic blues right there. Don't forget I have an acoustic blues course at martymusic.com. You can get it in the link below. Thanks for hanging out and supporting Marty Music. Really appreciate it, and hope to see you again. Take care.